Εξομολογήστε το Κύριο ότι αγαθός, αλληλούια.
Ότι στον αιώνα το έλεος αυτού, αλληλούια.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose we've got to start off with what's going off in Iran, which is quite interesting. The fact that we've got an answer to prayer. There's been prayer for many years that there might be a breakthrough in Iran, and we saw that with the fact that millions of Iranians have become Christians. There's estimated 2 million converts from Islam within the Iranian diaspora over the last 10, 20 years. This is a movement that is not just expressed in conversions to Christianity, but there's also a re-emergence of Zoroastrianism within the Iranian state, as well as atheism within the Iranian state. And there's a couple of things that we can, and maybe we should, take from that, and learn from that and apply from that. And the first is that I hope Christians are going to stand in solidarity with the Iranian people, join them in their protests, advocate for them politically, because right now the Iranian people are throwing off Islam. They're throwing off Sharia law, and thanks be to God. One of the reasons that they did this is that awakened within them was a deeper sense of their non-Islamic identity. The Persians had an identity in Iran for 5,000 years. Islam has only been around for 1400. The Iranians have a sense of themselves before Islam. They were a sophisticated, rich, cultured, diverse, educated civilization, able even to tackle the Romans before Arabization and Islamification after the Arab conquest. One of the reasons why Iranians are throwing off Islam is because of that identity, because it has been reinvigorated. And that gives us a clue about how we can work towards the de-Islamification, not just of Iran, but of the entire Middle East, which has been nothing but an Arab colonial project since the 7th century. We can reignite the Phoenician identity in Lebanon. We can reignite the Assyrian identity in Iraq. And the Aramaic Syrian identity in Syria. We can reignite the Coptic identity in Egypt and the Berber identity in Libya and Algeria. All places that were colonized in the 7th century and thereafter by Arab Islamic colonialism. And by reigniting that deeper sense of identity, we connect those people to another culture, a culture that is pre-Islamic. And by cultivating pride in that pre-Islamic identity, we will move those Muslim communities a step away from Islam, that will open them up to other ideas, such as the gospel. This is what we're seeing in Iran, and it's what we need to replicate amongst the Kurds. We need to invigorate and frame the struggle of the Iranian people and the Kurdish people as throwing off Islamification, as throwing off Arabization. One of the reasons why there is a growing Christian movement in the Kabul Mountains of Algeria is precisely because the Berbers have remembered that there was something before Islam and that they had an identity and a culture before Islam. If we build that up, we're going to see more people becoming Christians. So, there's my thoughts on that.